Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning to Manchester here. Good morning to all in Sandbury. Good morning to one and all. Wakey, sleepy heads, rise and shine. This is a very unprofessional spoken English breakdown from Learn English with KMD platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Back again, I'm live again. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my domain. Marvin to welcome you to my channel and to my domain. Have you all had your breakfast? Have you all had a breakfast? Well, I'm talking about the first meal of the day, breakfast. You start your day with breakfast, and I start my day with breakfast. Almost all of us start a day with breakfast because breakfast is the first meal of the day. I'm talking about breakfast. Breakfast is the first meal of the day. Hello, hello, hello. I am delighted. I am ecstatic to welcome you all, you people out there. Come and join me in large number. I've decided to go live for 45 minutes. I've decided to go live for more than half an hour. All I gotta do is, well, very simple job. You need to answer a very simple question of mine. How are you doing today? And the answer is, I'm doing very well today. Thank you very much. What about you? And get connected with me for the next 45 minutes and learn to speak grammatically correct English. Yes, you heard me correct. I'm talking about grammatically correct English. I'm talking about grammatically correct English. Well, English is classified into two: grammatically correct English and grammatically incorrect English. I want people to learn to speak grammatically correct English. I want all you people out there to learn to speak grammatically correct English. And let me tell you one thing, learning to speak grammatically correct English is easier said than done. It's very easy to say, but very difficult to learn to speak grammatically correct English. It takes lots of practice. It takes months of practice and years of practice. You need to turn, you need to straighten every nerve of yours. You need to move heaven and earth. You need to move, You need to spread every nerve of yours. You need to work like a beaver. You need to leave no stone unturned to become a fluent speaker of English language. Learning to speak grammatically correct English is easier said than done. It's very easy to say, but very difficult to learn to speak grammatically correct English. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning to everyone, man, Jacob. Good morning to all in Sandbury. Good morning to everyone, man, Jacob. You wake, sleepy head, rise and shine. How are you people doing today? I'm doing very well today. Thank you very much. What about you? Come and join me, large number. Oh, what are you people waiting for? Don't be chicken and don't panic and don't get nervous. Well, 6 minutes have gone by, all you people out there. Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi barakatuhu Irfan. How are you doing today? I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you, Irfan? I'm in fine fettle. I'm in fine fettle by the grace of God Almighty. I'm as fit as a fiddle by the grace of God Almighty. I'm the pink of Nori health by the grace of God Almighty. I'm well and kicking. I am hale and hearty. So far, so good. I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. What about you, Irfan? And thank you very much for joining me today. Really appreciate you joining me. I'm doing pretty well today, sir. Thank you very much, Irfan, for joining me today. Irfan, I want you to answer the simple question of mine right away. Have you had a breakfast? Well, I'm talking about the first meal of the day, and I know what you never ever skip your breakfast, and I also know that you know this very well, that skipping breakfast is not a mistake, it's not a blunder, it's a Himalayan blunder. Not a big mistake, not a small mistake, not a big mistake, a very, very, very big mistake, a serious mistake, a grave mistake. Skipping breakfast is not a mistake, it's not a blunder, it's a Himalayan blunder. Have you had a breakfast of fun? Yes, sir, I have had my breakfast. There we go. Irfan, I want to ask you now a simple question here, and I hope you would be able to answer my question right away. You would be able to answer my question immediately. Now, I have had my breakfast. Which tense are you talking about here? I have had my breakfast. I want you to mention the name of the tense on which you answered my question. Is it present indefinite tense or present continuous tense or present perfect tense? I want you to name the tense of fun. Well, it's present perfect tense. That we go. Congratulations, you got the correct answer. You are absolutely correct. The answer you have given, I have had my breakfast, is in present perfect tense. Now, what exactly is the best thing about present perfect tense of fun? We gotta use past participle. Present perfect tense never ever gets complete without using past participle in it, without using with form of verb or third form of verb. Right. Ifan, thank you very much, and your answer is absolutely correct. I have had my breakfast, sir. And the tense you are using here is present perfect tense. How's your family doing in fun? How's your family doing? How's your family doing in fun? I'm talking about the family. Hello, Thabasum. Good morning to you too. How are you doing today? How are you doing today, Thabasum? And have you had a breakfast? Have you had a breakfast? Well, I'm talking to you, Thabasum. I want you to answer my question right away. Have you had a breakfast? I'm talking about the first meal of the day. I'm doing pretty well today, sir. Right, thank you very much, Thabasum, for joining me today. How's your family doing? I'm talking about a family. Well. I want you people to learn to pronounce this word correctly. It's not family. Well, the word family is not divided into 3 syllables. It does not have 3 syllables. It has only 2 syllables, the first syllable and the second syllable. And the correct pronunciation is family. 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 If you have the habit of pronouncing it as family, I want you to get rid of that habit right away. I want you to get rid of that habit immediately because that's a wrong pronunciation of the word. Because the word family is not divided, or it does not have three syllables, it has only two syllables. This reminds me of another word, and I keep talking about that word quite frequently. It's not vegetable. Remember, the second we have in the spelling of vegetable is quiescent, is silent, is dull, is inactive. So the correct pronunciation is not vegetable, it's vegetable. Vegetable, 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 vegetable. And it's not family, it's family, 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 and family. Right, thank you very much, all you people out there, for joining me lot today. Well, hello. Good morning to every man, Jacob. Good morning to all and Sandra. Good morning to one and all. Wake, sleepy heads, rise and shine. This is a very unprofessional spoken English trainer from Learn English with KMD, a platform where learning English and speaking English is made much easier. Welcome to my channel, welcome to my domain. Come and join me, large number. All I got is this very simple job. You need to answer a very simple question in mine. How are you doing today? And the answer is, I'm doing pretty well today. Thank you very much. And get connected with me live for the next 45 minutes and learn to speak grammatically correct English. Right. I am doing pretty well today, sir. Thank you very much. Tabassum, I had my breakfast, sir. Thank you. There we go. Right. So, Nasir, walaikum assalam, rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, Nasir Bhai. How are you doing today, Nasir Bhai? How are you doing today? If you are at loose end, if you don't have any work or any work to attend, if you're at loose end, if you're at the loose end, I want you to answer my question right away. How are you doing today? How are you doing today? Well, I'm going back to Tabassum. Tabassum, my question was in present perfect tense. Have you had a breakfast? And you have answered my question in past and in the tense by using the second form of have, that is had. I had my breakfast. Well, there's nothing wrong in it. There is nothing wrong in it. But I want to divert your attention towards an important point here, that when you are talking about present, you better use present perfect tense, Tabassum. And the right answer is, I have had my breakfast. Irfan has answered my question correct, because the question asked to him is in present perfect tense, and the answer he has given to me is in the same tense, present perfect tense. Well, I'm telling you that there's nothing wrong in your answer, but if you go according to the grammar, we have present perfect tense to talk about breakfast, lunch, and supper. The only difference between past and the tense and present indefinite tenses, we use second form of verb in past and in the tense, and we use third form of verb in present perfect tense. Along with third form of verb, we use have and has. Have you had your breakfast? The answer which you've given me is for the question, did you take your breakfast? Did you have your breakfast? Or did you eat your breakfast? Did you have your breakfast, Tabassum? The answer is yes, sir. I had my breakfast. Thank you very much. Now, the question being asked to you is in present perfect tense. Have you had your breakfast? Have you had a breakfast? I started my question with have, and I'm using had, past participle of have, third form of have. Have you had a breakfast? The answer is yes, sir. I have had my breakfast. Right, there we go. I have had my breakfast. There we go. Thank you very much, Tabassum. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it joining me today. Walaikum assalam rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, Nasir Bhai. I'm doing pretty well, sir. I have had my breakfast, sir. Right, very good. I have had my breakfast. Well, we know, all of us know this fact very well, that breakfast is the first meal of the day, and I keep telling you people time and again, I keep reiterating, I keep running it by you people time and again that skipping breakfast is not a mistake, is not a blunder. It's a Himalayan blunder, a serious mistake, a grave mistake, a very, very, very big mistake. I'm going back to Nasir Bhai and I'm going back to Mr. Irfan. They happen to be my spoken English students. They attend my spoken English classes on regular basis. They are the part and parcel of my spoken English class. Now this question goes to both of them. Right, Nasir Bhai and Irfan, if you people are listening to me with rapt attention, if you are all ears, I want you to answer this question of mine right away. I'm talking about Himalayan blunder. I want Nasir Bhai and I want Irfan to send me at least one example using Himalayan blunder in your own sentences. I want you to type an example with Himalayan blunder and send it to me right away. Both of you know the meaning of this idiomatic sentence, Himalayan blunder, very well. Himalayan blunder means a great mistake or a serious mistake. And remember talking about this idiomatic sentence in detail as far as spoken English classes are concerned. Right. I have had my breakfast. Right. Hello, hello, hello. 16 minutes have gone by, all you people out there. I've made it very clear at the beginning of my session that I've decided to go live for 45 minutes, right? 16 minutes have gone by and 29 minutes more to go, if I'm not wrong, right? So 45 minutes live session, out of which 15 minutes have gone by and 29 minutes more to go for me to go off stream, right? Hello, hello, hello. How are you people doing today? I'm doing very well today. Thank you very much. I want Irfan to type send me an example with Himalayan blunder, and I want Nasir Bhai to send me an example with Himalayan blunder. Himalayan blunder means a serious mistake, a great mistake. Skipping breakfast is not a mistake, is not a blunder. It's a Himalayan blunder. There we go. Skipping breakfast is not a mistake. It's not a blunder. It's a Himalayan blunder. Right. So, and you can give me a couple of other examples as well, like using second form of verb or first form of verb with have and has is not a mistake, is not a blunder, it's a Himalayan blunder. I'm talking about present perfect tense here, and I keep telling you people time and again that using second form of verb or first form of verb with have and has is not a mistake, is not a blunder. It's a Himalayan blunder. Thank you very much, Irfan, for being sportive, and thank you very much for sending this setting this example with Himalayan blunder right away. Thank you very much. Really appreciate your joining me live today. Thank you very much. Well, I'm talking about an advanced expression here. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Irfan, Tabassum, and Nasir Bhai. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. What does easier said than done mean? Easier than what does easiest than said done means? It means that it's really very easy to say, but very, very difficult to do. It's easier said than done. It's easier said than done. It's really very easy to say, but very, very difficult to do. As there's another expression which literally talks about the same thing. Practice what you preach. It's really very easy to preach, but very, very difficult to practice right. Speaking fluent English is easier said than done. There we go. You got the correct example here. Speaking fluent English or grammatically correct English is easier said than done. A couple of other examples if you are loose, and you can send me a couple of other examples as well, like you can talk about jobs, you can talk about employment, you can talk about lots of things here. So easier said than done. You can even talk about visa here. People are struggling very hard to get visa to go to the United States of America. It's a lengthy process, and apart from that, it's a risky and strenuous process. It takes a lot of time. It consumes a lot of times, and there you can talk about this advanced expression, easier said than done. Right. Nasir Bhai, Skipping breakfast is not a mistake, it's not a blunder, it's a Himalayan blunder. There we go. Congratulations, Nasir Bhai. Really appreciate your effort. Thank you very much for sending me an example with Himalayan blunder. Now, what do you think about this advanced expression, Nasir Bhai? Easier said than done. कहना आसान है लेकिन करना मुश्किल है. कहना आसान है लेकिन करना मुश्किल है. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Well, there are only 4 words here. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. There are only 4 words. The first word is easier, and the second word is said. The third word is than, and the fourth word is done. Earning money is easier said than done. There we go. Right. You can say that again. You can say that again. Nasir part. Right. If one knows meaning of this advanced expression, you can say that again. Nasir Bhai knows the meaning of this advanced expression. You can say that again. Even Tabassum knows the meaning of this advanced expression. You can say that again. You can say that again means I completely agree with what you are saying. You are absolutely correct. You are absolutely correct, right? I completely and I totally agree with you. You can say that again. Earning money is easier said than done. Earning money is easier said than done. Or you can even say, becoming rich. Becoming rich is easier said than done. Becoming rich is easier said than done. Becoming popular is easier said than done. Getting a government job is easier said than done. Sir. Go ahead, Irfan. Yes, you have my permission. Go ahead. Thank you very much, Irfan, for being there. Thank you very much for joining me live. I really appreciate it joining me. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Becoming popular, yes, in YouTube is easier said than done. Yes, you are absolutely correct. You can say that again, Tabassum. Becoming popular on YouTube or any other social media or social network is easier said than done, right? You need to go to the extremes here. You need to go to the extremes to become popular, right? So you need to think out of the box to become popular here. So I totally agree with you. I completely agree with you. You can say that again. You can say that again, Tabassum, and you can say that again, Nasir Bhai. Earning money is easier said than done. Becoming popular is easier said than done. Becoming rich is easier said than done. Well, I remember talking about this in one of my classes earlier. Bringing up children. Bringing up children is easier said than done. बच्चों को बड़ा करना बहुत ही कहना आसान है लेकिन करना मुश्किल है. बच्चों को बड़ा करना. बच्चों को बड़ा करना कहना आसान है लेकिन करना मुश्किल है. Bringing up children. Bringing up children. Yes, becoming a doctor is easier said than done. Yes, you can say that again. Becoming a doctor is easier said than done. Is easier said than done. Becoming a doctor. Becoming a doctor and, practicing your once you become a doctor and then earning the trust of the people is easier said than done. Earning the trust of the people, right? So I totally agree with you. You can say that again, that becoming a doctor is easier said than done. Once you become a doctor, earning the trust of people is easier said than done. Is easier said than done. Well. For controlling population of India, or or curbing the population of India, or arresting the population of India is easier said than done. All you people out there, arresting the population of India, controlling the population of India is easier said than done. You can say that again, sir. There we go. You can say that again means I completely, I absolutely agree with you. What you can say that again. Right, so remember the meaning of this advanced expression. Well, I'm talking about easier said than done. Thank you very much, all the people out there, for joining me live today. I'm joined by Fabasu, I'm joined by Irfan, and I'm joined by Nasir Bright. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for joining me live today. Well. 26 minutes have gone by, all you people out there. I made it very clear at the beginning of my live session that I've decided to go live only for 45 minutes, out of which 26 minutes have gone by. "19 minutes more to go. 19 minutes more to go." Right, so all you people out there, you can say that again. Right, so earning money is easier said than done. Well, in one of my previous live sessions, remember talking about this advanced expression, a piece of cake. A piece of cake. What does a piece of cake mean? A piece of cake means something real or easy, not a piece of cake, not real or easy. Let's talk about this expression now. Right, so earning money is not a piece of cake. Or you could even say earning money is easier said than done. Right, becoming a doctor is not a piece of cake. Becoming a doctor is not really very easy. Becoming a doctor is easier said than done. Bringing up children is easier said than done. Bringing up children is not a piece of cake. Controlling population in India is easier said than done. There we go. There we go. All right. Completely agree with you. You can say that again, Nasir Park. Controlling the population, or controlling population in India is easier said than done. Or controlling the population of India is not a piece of cake. It's not really very easy. If something is really very easy, then you can go with this expression, piece of cake. Piece of cake. Well, let me tell you one thing. Running your family is not a piece of cake. Running your family is not a piece of cake. Running your family is easier said than done. Right? Running a business successfully is not a piece of cake. Running a business is not really very easy. Running a business is easier said than done. Oh, thank you very much for your compliment, Tabasum. It means a lot to me. Thank you very much. But you can speak far more better than me if you have that strong determination, and if you have the passion, and if you have that hankering, you can speak far more better than me or any other person on the face of this planet. All you got to do, or all you got to need here, all you need is that strong determination and practice, and you need to move heaven and earth, and you need to work real very hard. You need to work like a beaver, and you need to practice day in and day out. You need to practice almost every day. What I'm talking about an expression here, day in and day out. What does day in and day out mean? Day in and day out means every day, every day, every day. I want Tabassum and I want Nasir Bhai to type an example with this expression, day in and day out. Right? Every day, every day, every day. Day in and day out. For example, it has been raining It has been raining day in and day out since a week. It has been raining every day since a week. It has been raining day in and day out since a week, or since Monday, or since Sunday, or since Saturday. Day in and day out, every day, every day, every day. I practice spoken English dialogues day in and day out. I practice spoken English dialogues every day. I conduct live session day in and day out. I conduct live session almost every day. Tabassum joins me day in and day out. Tabassum joins me every day. Irfan joins me day in and day out. Irfan joins me or joins my live session almost every day. Tabassum joins me or joins my live session day in and day out. Nasir Pari joins me or live session day in and day out almost every day, but less often compared to Tabassum and Irfan. Tabassum and Irfan, they join me and my live session almost every day, day in and day out. Right. I study hard day in and day out to get a job. There we go. Right. So if you study very hard every day, I'm damn sure you would definitely get a very good job. Because success is not something, let me tell you one thing, Tabassum. Success is not something that can be pulled out of a hat. It requires a lot of hard work. And hard work alone is my watchword for all you people out there. Hard work alone is my watchword for my students, for my colleagues, for all you people out there. Work really very hard. Really, really very hard. Right? Thank you very much, all you people out there. Controlling population, right? So I'm going back to Nasir Pari. A piece of cake, something really very easy, not a piece of cake, not really very easy, or you could even say a cakewalk. A cakewalk. A cakewalk. What does a cakewalk mean? A cakewalk means something really very easy, not a cakewalk, something not really very easy. Getting a government job is not a cakewalk, or getting a government job is not very easy. There are other expressions as well which you could use instead of easier said than done, and a piece of cake or a cakewalk. For example, like, rocket science. Rocket science. I am talking about science here, and I'm talking about rocket science here. And rocket science, as far as rocket science is concerned, rocket science is considered to be one of the most complicated sciences we have on the face of this planet, right? So it's really very difficult to understand it. So let's use this advanced expression rocket science in a couple of examples. For example, cooking is not rocket science. Cooking is not rocket science. Is cooking a rocket science? Driving a car is not a cakewalk, right? Yes, driving a car is not a cakewalk. Driving a car for me is not a cakewalk. Getting a government job is not a piece of cake. David Garrow, I'm talking about rocket science now. Is cooking a rocket science, Nasir Pari? Is cooking a rocket science, Tabassum? Well, as far as Tabassum is concerned, she's a girl, and she might be at home as far as cooking is concerned, right? So it may not be a rocket science for you, Tabassum, because you're a girl and you do spend a couple of hours at kitchen with your mother. But I remember a couple of days ago, you were telling me that you play possum. You play possum, when your mother wants you to do some work, you play possum, right? So you pretend to be asleep, or you pretend to be asleep when your mother comes to you to do some work. You play possum, right? So is cooking a rocket science? Is cooking a rocket science? You can say that again, sir. Right. Cooking is not rocket science, sir. Yes, cooking is not a rocket science. Cooking is not rocket science. And if you don't want to go with rocket science is something really very difficult. Not a rocket science, not very difficult, right? Piece of cake, something really very easy. Not a piece of cake, not really very easy. Cakewalk, really very easy. Not a cakewalk, not really very easy. Easier said than done. Easier said than done. It's really very difficult to, it's really very easy to say, but very, very difficult to accomplish or to achieve or to do. Right? So there are other expressions as well. Brain surgery. Brain surgery. Well, we're making comparison here. Rocket science, or it could be a brain surgery. Now, what do you think, Nasir Pai and Tabassum? Is cooking a brain surgery? Well, cooking is not a brain surgery. It's not a brain surgery. Well, learning grammar is not rocket science. Or teaching grammar is not rocket science. Learning grammar is not brain surgery. Or teaching grammar is not a brain surgery. Now, what do you people think about cooking? Is cooking brain surgery? Is cooking a rocket science? Well, Tabassum has already answered my question saying, no, sir, cooking is not a brain science. Cooking is not rocket science. She's a girl. Cooking is not a brain surgery. There we go. Nasib Bhai replied my question. Is cooking a brain surgery? And I got his answer. No, sir, cooking is not a brain surgery. Nasib Bhai, I guess you're a businessman, right? Are you a businessman? If you're a businessman, I want you to send me a thumbs up, a couple of thumbs ups right away. Are you a businessman? If you're a businessman, Nasib Bhai, I want you to send me a couple of thumbs up, just to make sure that you are a businessman. Well, 37 minutes have gone by. All you people out there, 8 minutes more to go. Exactly 8 minutes more to go for me to go off screen. I'm joined by Irfan Ali, I'm joined by Tabassum, I'm joined by Nasir Pai. And my question to you is, are you a businessman? If you're a businessman, I want you to send me a couple of thumbs up to make sure that you are a businessman. Or are you listening to me, Nasir Pai? Are you listening to me with rapt attention, or are you all ears? If you are getting my question, I want you to send me a couple of thumbs up to make sure that you are, yes, you are a businessman. Thank you very much. And I've got a question here to ask you. My question is running a business a rocket science? Is running a business a brain surgery? Is running a business easier said than done? Is running a business not a piece of cake? Is running a business not a cakewalk? Now, what do you think about this question, Nasir Bhai? Because you are a businessman yourself. No, the person can answer this question better than you, because you are a businessman yourself. You are already in those shoes. Tabassum replied, cooking is not a rocket science. There we go. Tabassum replied, cooking is not rocket science. Well, you already answered the question in mind. Rather than rocket science, you would have used brain surgery, Tabassum. Thank you very much for your reply, Tabassum. I really appreciate your joining me live today. I really appreciate Nasir Bhai joining me live today. Well, my question to you, Nasir Bhai, you are a businessman yourself, and no other person can answer this question better than you, because you run your own business, and you might be knowing, the ways and the pros and cons of the business. You might be knowing what are the loopholes of the business, and you might be knowing the ups and downs of business, and you might be well versed with the fluctuation you go through when you are a businessman, right? So no other person can answer this question in mind better than you. Yes, sir, business is not rocket science. There we go. Nasir Bhai, who's a businessman himself, answered my question saying, no, sir, business is not rocket science. Yes, sir, business is not rocket science. Business is not rocket science. Nasir Bhai. Now, please tell me, or are you telling me that business is really very easy? Because you have replied to me saying no, business is not rocket science. Well, I thought business is a rocket science. Business is very, very difficult. Running business is very difficult. Are you telling me that running business is really very easy? Business is not rocket science. Are you telling me that running business is a piece of cake? Running business is a cakewalk? No, sir. Okay. So your answer has to be running business or business is a rocket science. Business is a rocket science. You need to have a lot of experience. You need to work. You need to get you need to get in the business your heart and soul. You need to work around the clock. You need to be really, really very strong. You need to be financially powerful. You need to be mentally and physically strong. You need to be, you need to be gregarious and garrulous by nature if you want to run your business successfully. So a person who's gullible by nature can't be a good businessman. Well, Tabassum knows meaning of all these words very well. Even Nasir Bhai knows meanings of all these words very well. Gullible is a person who is naive and innocent. Now, a person who's gullible by nature can't make a good businessman. A person who's astute is the opposite for gullible. You have to be an astute, not a gullible, to become a good businessman or to make a good businessman. And you need to be garrulous and gregarious by nature. You need to be talkative by nature, and you need to be sociable by nature, so that your business grows and leaps and bounds. Yes, there we go. You can say that again, Tabassum. You can say that again. For me, business is a rocket science, so it's for me. That's it. Right. Thank you very much, all you people out there. 43 minutes have gone by. 2 minutes more to go. We're talking about business. We're talking about running business. And we are telling people that running business is not a piece of cake. Running business is not a cakewalk. Running business is a rocket science. Running business is a brain surgery. Running business is easier said than done. Well, we've learned a lot of advanced expressions today. We've learned a lot of expressions today. Well, I started with easier said than done. Well, earlier to that, I remember talking about Himalayan blunder, and I remember asking Nasir Bhai and Irfan to send me a couple of examples using Himalayan blunder. Skipping breakfast is not a mistake, it's not a blunder, it's a Himalayan blunder. And then I remember talking about easier said than done, which means it's really very easy to say, but very, very difficult to do. And then I remember talking about a piece of cake. What does piece of cake mean? Piece of cake means something really, very easy, and not a piece of cake. What does not a piece of cake mean? Something not real, very easy. Then I remember talking about cakewalk. What does cakewalk mean? Cakewalk means real, very easy. Not a cakewalk. What does not a cakewalk mean? Not a cakewalk means not real, very easy. And then remember talking about rocket science. What does rocket science mean? Rocket science means something really very difficult to understand, complicated. And I remember talking about brain surgery. And what does brain surgery mean? Brain surgery means something really, really, really very difficult to understand, because it's brain surgery, right? So it's related to your brain, and you are operating your brain, which is really very complicated. Well, we've learned a lot of new idioms and phrases in today's live session. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all you people out there. Thank you very much, Nasir Pari. Thank you very much, Tabassum. I owe a big thanks to all of you out there. Thank you very much for being part of my live session today. Thank you very much, Irfan. Once again, I would like to convey my heartfelt thanks to all you people out there. Well, 45 minutes have gone by. It's time for me to call it a day. Shall we call it a day, Nasir Pari? Shall we call it a day, Tabassum? Shall we call it a day? The answer is yes, sir. We shall call it a day. Shall we call it a day, Tabassum and Nasir Pari? The answer is yes, sir. We shall call it a day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Thank you so much. Shall we call it a day, Tabassum? Shall we call it a day, Nasir Pari? Yes, sir. We shall call it a day. Yes, sir. We shall call it a day. Right. So with that, on that note, it's time for me to call it a day. Thank you very much. Do take very good care of yourself, and do take very good care of your health. As it was rightly said, time is lost, money is lost, wealth is lost, nothing is lost, time is lost, something is lost, health is lost, everything is lost. Yes, sir. We shall call it a day. We shall call it a day. Call it a day, not today. Call it a day. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Bye.